Long ago, there lived an old woman who had one wish. She wished more than anything to see for herself the difference between heaven and hell. The monks in the temple agreed to grant her request. They put a blindfold around her eyes and said, "First you shall see hell." When the blindfold was removed, the old woman was standing at the entrance to a great dining hall. The hall was full of round tables, each piled high with the most delicious foods: meats, vegetables, fruits, breads, and desserts of all kinds. The smells that reached her nose were wonderful. The old woman noticed that in hell there were people seated around those tables. She saw that their bodies were thin and their faces were gaunt and creased with frustration. Each person held a spoon. The spoons must have been 3 feet long. They were so long that the people in hell could reach the food on those platters, but they could not get the food back to their mouths. As the old woman watched, she heard their hungry, desperate cries. "I've seen enough," she cried. "Please, let me see heaven." And so, again, the blindfold was put around her eyes. And the old woman heard, "Now you shall see heaven." Where am I? Oh. And so again, when the blindfold was removed, the old woman was confused. For there she stood again at the entrance to a great dining hall, filled with round tables piled high with the same lavish feast. And again she saw that there were people sitting just out of arm's reach of the food with those 3-foot-long spoons. But as the old woman looked closer, she noticed that the people in heaven were plump and had rosy, happy faces. As she watched, a joyous sound of laughter filled the air. And soon, the old woman was laughing too, for now she understood the difference between heaven and hell for herself. The people in heaven were using those long spoons to feed each other.